Wouldn't you like it if you can raise all your turkeys to maturity? All of them moving about freely without any diseases. It actually turns out that if you can provide your turkey with a comfortable and happy life, they will all grow up to become healthy, strong and happy. But how can you give your turkey this comfortable life? Stay tuned in this video as we bring some important practices that you can ensure at your farm to keep your turkeys happy, strong and healthy so they don't die. My name is Henry Osubuachi and welcome to Hobbs Ranch. The first important thing, and I believe you agree with me, is getting yourself a very good breed of turkeys that can resist diseases. If your turkeys can resist diseases, then they have a high chance of surviving. But how do you know if a turkey breed you are buying from a particular vendor or supplier will be good? It turns out the answer is quite simple. You can ask from those who have already bought turkeys from the person, or you can also make the person you are buying from show you videos and pictures of the performance of the turkey parents whose babies you'll be buying. I know this is not a guarantee, but it's a head start. At least you can use that to know the status of the baby turkeys you'll be buying from. When you have very good breed of turkeys, then it means whenever there is any diseases, they have a high chance of fighting themselves and you wouldn't have to worry about death cases of turkeys. So getting yourself a good breed to start your turkey farm would boost you way ahead in the road of becoming successful and raising happy and healthy turkeys. That is not all. Getting yourself very good breed of turkeys is just the head start. The next thing you need to do is to feed your turkeys well. When turkeys feed well, they grow well. And any feed you give them should have high protein content. At least 22% protein. Yes, 22%. If you don't have any idea of 22% or the protein content in the feed, just buy broiler starter for your turkeys. Any broiler starter. Broiler starters are made in such a way that they have very high protein content. To provide your turkeys with a happy life, you also need to protect them from harsh weather. At night, the weather is usually cold. So if you can close the large windows of the structure, that will help your turkeys to have a comfortable place to sleep. When they are able to sleep in a warm room and have a comfortable night, they relax their body and they grow well and happy. Note that when you have a healthy and happy flock, then you won't have any death cases. Aside the cold, you also need to protect your turkeys from heat. Turkeys don't like heat. So during the day, when the sun rises and the weather is very hot, you find your turkeys panting. When they pant, they are removing heat out of their body. So it's important that the structure where they are in also have large windows that can bring in cold air from outside and push out the hot air that is inside the turkey room. So protect your turkeys from harsh weather and you see that they will be happy and growing well. Another important thing to give your turkeys is making sure that where they sleep is clean and hygienic. Sometimes when water pours on the floor, it mixes with the feces of the turkeys and that creates very bad odor. That is a strong indication you need to change your turkey litter. When water pours on the floor and it becomes wet and starts smelling, it is because bacteria that can cause disease have come inside the litter and they are degrading and decomposing them. So it's time for you to change the litter. When you enter your turkey house, you should not smell any bad odor. When you don't smell any bad odor or scent, then your turkeys are enjoying a happy home. But if your turkey room is smelling, then it's a strong indication you need to change the litter. Bad odor can create harmful respiratory diseases in your turkeys, and turkeys are prone to a lot of respiratory diseases. The large space on their throat provides a large room for bacteria to infect. So make sure to change your litter whenever it becomes too dirty or starts smelling, or when it gets wet. Speaking of hygiene and cleanliness, you also need to make sure that your drinkers and feeders are also clean, especially the drinker. When you rub your hands inside your turkey drinker, you should not find any slipperiness or slime inside. When you feel slime or slipperiness, it means that bacteria have started to settle inside. When bacteria settle inside your drinkers and you put water inside for your turkeys to drink, you are giving your turkeys bacteria, and that can start causing diseases to them. And you don't want them to get diseases. So make sure to always keep your drinkers and feeders clean, and provide your turkeys with clean food and clean water as much as possible. I wash my drinkers every morning and make sure to provide my turkeys with clean water every morning. So you can do the same thing, and it's going to help you. In this video, we recommended some plants that you can give your turkeys. I would really recommend that you watch that video if you haven't yet, to know some important plants that you can give your turkeys for a healthy life. The good thing about providing these plants to your turkeys is that it doesn't only give them food and strength and energy, but it's also a very good medication. So apart from providing food in the form of these plants to your turkeys, you are also giving them medicine. If a disease was starting, when you give them these plants, that disease can be treated without you even knowing that there was some disease that was coming up in your turkey farm. So it's very important that you occasionally give your turkeys plants and plant-based dewormers to eat. All these simple things that we are mentioning in this video adds up to the success that you are going to get in your turkey farm. So practicing these small things is really going to help you and give you a happy, productive and healthy turkeys. The next most important thing is to protect your turkeys from predators and poison. If you free range your turkeys, that's very good. Make sure that when they go out, they don't go to places where they can be attacked by dogs or cats or snakes or any other animal that can kill them. Some dogs are not very familiar with turkeys. They know chicken, but they don't know turkeys. So when they see a turkey, they can chase it and kill it. So when your turkeys go out, make sure they are not going to places that can bring threats and danger to them. Aside predators, when you free range your turkeys, turkeys love to eat grass. So make sure that the grass they are eating has not been sprayed with weedicide or any chemical that can poison and kill them. Keep a good eye on them, know where they like to go, where they like to feed, and make sure that it is safe. If they are going to places that is not very safe, chase them back to the site where you know that it will be much safer for them. When you do that and you continuously do that, they learn not to go to places that they shouldn't go, and they know the places that they should always be going. Thanks for watching. We wish you all the best in your turkey farming. Bye.